What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Geek Sci-Fi here on Free X Agents Media. We're also available on YouTube, on Twitch, on our own website, geeksci-fi.com. That's GEEKCYPHA. And yeah, those are all. I mean, there's so many more places. You can find our podcast everywhere. So if you guys are looking for a podcast, a new podcast, if you've been here since day one, we appreciate you. If you're looking for a new one, if this is your first time listening, we appreciate you. My name is Brian Holiday. I'm here with the man to my left.
Jaws D, what's up?
And on our screen, we got us the queen.
Ness. What's up? What up?
Guys, we have a whole bunch of stuff to discuss this week, Deja. It's been kind of a crazy week in news and movies and everything. I almost wanted to save this for last, but I feel like, Jaws, you wanted to talk about it, and I'm down to talk about it. This is I've been watching the Netflix stock drop as everyone has been turning to Warner Brothers Discovery's for sale. Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
Warner Brothers Discovery has officially put themselves up for sale. They were already. This has been a rumor in the industry for a minute. I listened to the podcast of Town. They've been talking about the fact that Zaslav is trying to trim the fat so that he can sell and kind of clear out their debt. So if you know, it is what it is. It's coming up. Thoughts, Jaws? Where are you at with it?
I'm a little confused because you would think the WB brand is strong. So when I think of WB and I think of that shield, I think of The Matrix. I think of Looney Tunes. I think of Dune right now. Dune's like the big hotness right now going on.
Yeah.
They're always doing something interesting and different with that logo.
Right.
To think that that's the what else is there that includes that? Does that include HBO?
Yeah, it's the whole company.
So
originally they wanted to split all the television stuff to one side. So CNN, HBO, stuff like that to one side, and then they were going to keep the other stuff. Oh, and Discovery, because they, Warner Brothers Discovery now. Yeah. So all that stuff was going to be on one side, and then they're going to have the other stuff on the other side, like the film studio and the production and stuff like that.
Does Warner Brothers still include music, like studio, like music?
I think so.
Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Warner Brothers still has their label. Yeah,
because I just remember Prince trying to get out of his contract forever.
Yeah,
and that was Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Music.
Yeah, so that's why he did Batman. They were like, "Well, we have Prince in our roster. Let's smash that together."
Yeah, because that's what Prince wanted to be used.
Well,
no,
you do know why? You do know the quote unquote reason why he did that soundtrack.
It counted as one of his albums.
It counted as one of his albums,
right?
And also, some people say that he was trying to show off to Kim Basinger.
Oh, was he?
He was trying to get at big Kim Basinger, so he just did the whole soundtrack for the album for the movie that she was doing. So Scandalous isn't necessarily a song for the album. It's like him being like, "Hey, Kim Basinger, Scandalous."
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I did not. I mean, I know Prince was
the rumor. That's the rumor, but
that's so
no
funny.
one wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, because Prince is notorious for being a ladies' man, so
and just snatching people's women.
Yeah,
just rude with it.
This is your girl.
Original. He's the original.
Yeah, that's true. And he did that shit in 6-inch heels too. So that's like a whole other.
Well, yeah, the heels make him seem normal height. Like he is a short. No, I'm being serious. He's a short dude.
No, I know.
And then he'll spin it in a way to be like, well, I wear stilettos because women like stilettos.
Right.
And you're
right.
just like, oh.
I think he just was like a what do you call it? A trendsetter.
Yeah.
And he just, I don't know. He made cross-dressing normal.
Yeah.
So, because I don't know, especially in his time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that whole era, that whole 80s era is definitely androgynous. Everyone was androgynous.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That was just that movement.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But right, back to WB. I hope that I think we were talking before in the chat. Like, I hope that Disney does not buy them because Disney has too many IPs, too many things, and they're not doing good with any of them. Movie wise.
That's so true.
Star Wars, their own IPs, whether it be them redoing their movies, what's her name? You know,
Kathleen Kennedy for
no,
Star Wars.
I mean like any of the animated movies that Disney is redoing.
Oh,
You know,
Like
like
live
Snow
action?
White.
live action, yeah. So
Snow
like all
White.
those not doing really well. Tron, Ares not doing great.
It's not a good movie.
I saw it.
What
Oh
was
yeah,
it
I saw it too.
Marvel very shaky.
Yeah, yeah.
Marvel shaky. Yeah.
But Jaws. This
Again, I
is
said
why.
movie wise. I said
No, but this
movie-wise.
is why you buy Warner Brothers and you put Superman fighting Spider-Man, and everyone's happy.
Where's X-Men? I don't care about this crossover. Where's X-Men? Where's
Everybody?
X-Men?
Jaws. Every kid
Blaine?
gets.
Where's
Every
Blaine?
kid gets to live out their toy fantasies where Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, and I don't know who else, Cyclops, Wolverine, any one of them, and they all get together and
where's
they all start
Blade?
fighting, and you just go like this with your playthings, and that's what the movies would be.
No, would they be good though?
No, of course not.
I don't want it if it's not going to be good.
But it would make people happy.
Exactly. Jaws, if you could make $1 billion off of just putting Superman and Spider-Man in a movie together, you wouldn't do that? Of course you would. You know how quickly they'd make back their money if they bought Warner Brothers?
It sounds good. What happens if it doesn't make $1 billion and then Disney goes under?
Jaws, if Disney can't make $1 billion off of having Superman on screen with one of their characters, they don't deserve to live. They don't deserve.
Because I also know Disney's ESPN, right? ESPN is underneath Disney.
Yeah.
So I know they just lost F1, the rights for F1 in America. That's moving to
right.
Apple TV.
Yeah, Apple TV, I heard.
So
like, well, that must have been like I wonder if it was just like a temporary contract.
No, I think the contract was probably up for renewal in North America or just America, and they're like, well, let's move over to Apple because they have the F1 movie that was done by Apple.
True. That did well.
Yeah. And then if you're doing it on Apple TV, that's technically you're putting it on just people's phones as opposed and the Apple TV little puck as well, because that's just an app, right? So that's just a bunch of people that has F1 now. But I don't know.
But like, is Apple TV actually like booming?
I would say
good shows and good movies, but I don't know, booming all around.
I would say they have really good content, but they don't market. Like, there's not
Isn't Severance Apple TV?
Yeah, that's true.
And everyone kept talking about it.
But I feel like everyone is watching it through other sources. Yeah, they're not really using Apple TV. Like, even I don't watch Severance on Apple TV.
Excuse me, how are you watching Severance then, madam? We need Apple TV. What are you talking about? Anyways, I'm joking. We all use sources and we're all proud of it.
I
used to use it through Prime, actually. I would pay the extra, and then I found other ways and I was like, okay.
But I just don't want just another monopoly on all the stuff we love. Like it just can't be underneath one umbrella. Much. That's a monopoly. It's just insane.
I 100% agree with you. And I'm just being facetious when I say Disney, let's buy Warner Brothers. The only reason I think, as much as I'm joking, the only reason I'm concerned that this is a real thing Disney would do is if I'm Disney and I have one of the biggest pockets and the two major competitors that want to buy, the three major competitors that want to buy Warner Brothers are Paramount, who I just saw an article that said they made 3 bids and were turned down because they've been trying. Paramount, because the Ellison family recently bought Paramount. Skydance, the son who owns Skydance recently bought Paramount and now has Paramount. The dad owns Oracle. They also are investors into the new TikTok, the American TikTok company that's going to have control over the American content and whatnot. So they're making moves. They also have a relationship with a certain president of the United States. So people were concerned when Paramount said, we want to buy Warner Brothers because they're just like, sweet baby Jesus. That would mean they'd have CBS News and CNN in their pockets.
Right.
Then on top of that, you had Comcast, who's Universal NBC, and they said they want to put in a bid to buy Warner Brothers. And then you had Netflix, who came around and said, we want to put in a bid to buy Warner Brothers. If I'm Disney, I don't want that much IP at any one of those places. I want to crush them.
Because I would assume, I mean, you know, we say that Disney has deep pockets, but they're still recouping from buying Fox. They're still recouping from buying Marvel. They're still recouping from buying Star Wars. So that's a, you know,
I mean, you say recouping, but I would say they said that they made back what the Star Wars deal was a couple billion, and they made that back with the movies already.
Oh, okay. Even though the movies didn't do great, but
yeah, but if like all the movies combined, like don't get me wrong, the budget for the movies into account, and I'm sure Hollywood accounting, from what I understand,
it's
Hollywood
shady as F.
Yeah,
it's shady.
Hollywood accounting, it's known for putting things in the red forever.
Look at Ghostbusters 1. You heard that story?
I don't know if I heard the Star Wars story, where Star Wars to this day, A New Hope is still in the red.
No way.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I was just like, when I heard that, I was just like, how is that even possible? But supposedly the accounting, the way it was written and worked out, the movies never turned a profit, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, but what were you going to say about Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters was because, you know how the cartoon show says the real Ghostbusters?
Oh, I know that story, yeah.
So it's related to that. So what happened was Filmation, the people that made He-Man, they had their own show called Ghostbusters, and that was like a live action show. Then in the 80s, when they were making the Ghostbusters movie, they realized, oh wait, Filmation has the rights to it. We should try to rename this movie. And it's like, no, it sounds great as Ghostbusters. So they went to Filmation. Filmation said, hey, we'll give you the rights. Give us $50,000 and 1% of how much that movie makes. Just 1%.
Wow.
That's all they asked.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, cool, deal. Columbia was like, good, deal. And then Columbia immediately squanched on that deal by saying, hey, the movie didn't make money.
Right. The accounting.
Only pay you 50K. That's it. That's all you get.
Pay you off of that's nasty play.
And then that's why they made the cartoon show kicks in.
Yeah, they made the cartoon.
So they were making the cartoon, and then originally, and then also, as I said, if you're making a cartoon off of the movie, we should get the rights. Like we should be able to do the cartoon.
Right. Sure.
Right. So then they were working on that, and then they reneged on everything, and then they went to Deke, and Deke did it cheaper. But so Filmation found out, and so they made their own Ghostbusters cartoon,
right?
And it premiered 5 days before the other one, so they made it cheaper and faster than them. And then when they were coming out, when Columbia was coming out with their cartoon, they had to call it the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
even though they're technically the knockoff.
Right. That's so silly. Yeah, that's one thing about Hollywood accounting. I mean, I would love to. I might bug somebody I know to.
There's a book about that. There's a book. I know there's a book.
There's a few books about it, because there's a lot of movies that just stay in the red, and it's just like a known thing that Hollywood accounting does a lot of pretty dancing, and not everything is set up properly. And some things can stay in the red forever because they have like perpetual payments on craft services over the span of something. I'm like, what are you talking about? Anyways, so Warner Brothers, in the end, I don't think Warner Brothers will go to Disney, but if I'm Disney, I'm going to try and shoo off everyone else as much as possible. And I agree with you. It's not what should happen, but if I'm Disney, I got to figure out how to do it. So
we have Lee J saying they're going to be bought by the Saudi, what's it called? Saudi fund?
Oh, the guys who did Riyadh, the comedy fest?
Yeah, but the fund, like there's a Saudi fund where they're just buying EA. They bought up EA. Oh. They made their own soccer league. They made their own golf league.
Yes. I mean, if Warner Brothers, this is the thing I don't understand.
Too much people with so much money.
Yeah, man. Like these guys are billionaires, multi-billionaires. Like I wouldn't want to buy Warner Brothers because from what I understand and from what Zaslav and all these guys are telling us, Warner Brothers is not a profitable business.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers is constantly having to write off stuff. The Batgirl movie we're never going to see was a write-off. The Looney Tunes movie that now got sold, but only because people caused such a stink about it because the movie was literally done. The score was done, the filming was done, the editing was done, all of it was done, and they put it in the vault because they were just like, we're going to put it as a write-off. So there's like a bunch of reasons why, if I'm looking to buy new IP, why on earth would I buy that? It doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know, man. Like, that's a lot of history. That's a lot of great content. That's a lot of great movies and stuff. People remember it. People will keep watching it. Like the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show. We've been just watching that on reruns for 20 years.
But I feel like it's more nostalgic than anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's really
profitable.
Yeah.
I mean, according to them, they're not profitable. They themselves have been saying like, oh, we're in the red. We're in the red. We need, like, they've been trying to sell. They're trying to make deals.
Yeah.
People thought that they were going to merge their libraries with somebody. Yeah. You know, like Apple and NBC. I think this is one of the other news. Apple and Peacock are forming a streaming bundle that's going to start at $15 a month. People had joked that Warner Brothers should get in on that deal because it would be good business for them to be a part of a streaming bundle. Because Hulu and Disney, which were already a thing for us, are a bundle in the States now. So people are just like, okay, well, I mean, if you guys genuinely want to compete, Apple has F1, Peacock. I think Peacock is gonna have some of the basketball stuff. If I'm not mistaken.
I would assume. I thought they always had the basketball stuff.
No, they had lost it. They had lost it to Warner Brothers, which was part of it. Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Sports is where it's kind of making money, like live sports that's where the money is, because you know 100%. People aren't watching TV anymore, and that's where all that kind of falls down to. Like if you look at Disney's portfolio, it's all like everyone's like, oh, it's because Disney's woke. No, it's all their TV stuff is losing money. It's all the TV stuff that's lost money.
TV is not doing well for people. Terrestrial TV. Fast TV, though, funny enough, you just mentioned. Let's talk about Fast TV real quick. Top creators are showing shows find second life off of YouTube. Some of the creators have started releasing Fast TV channels on Tubi and Roku. So the same stuff that we've been talking. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, how Spotify and Netflix have made a deal recently where some of the podcasts from Spotify, The Ringer, and a bunch of these other podcasts are going to be available on Netflix. And then we found out that some of these same podcasts are also creating Fast TV channels, free ad-supported television. And now we're finding out that other creators on YouTube are also going that route, where they're going to be on Tubi and Roku and maybe even Pluto TV and stuff in the future down the road. You know, maybe start like a Mr. Beast channel that's just running all day with ads. And
just running Hunger Games, but in real life.
No, but dude, like it's happening. Like these guys are doing.
I know. I'm making a joke about Mr. Beast, just all of his content.
Yeah. But I mean, Mr. Beast, I don't watch it anymore, but there was a period where I was getting a lot of, first of all, I don't know how he did it, but I was getting a lot of recommendations like in my algorithm, in my timeline, constantly pitching me Mr. Beast stuff, even though I had no interest in it. I never clicked on it before. But they show you a clip and they're just like, two people live inside of a grocery store for how long can they last? And I'm like, I end up watching 10 minutes and I'm just like, wait, how long can they last?
Got you.
And they got me. And then, so if you make a channel of that, of all these like crazy, weird challenges where people are like, hey, you two people live in a box and every day we're going to offer you money to leave, but it's not the big money you could win at the end. Those are just game shows. Why? Like people are going to watch game shows with ads, of course. So it's a crazy, crazy structure that they're doing. And I worry about it because it's like, if Netflix and like Fast TV starts to get filled up with YouTube creators, and as much as we are, I guess technically also creators because we're on here.
Yeah.
What happens to television if television is
facts?
TV shows competing with Mr. Beast. Like,
isn't Mr. Beast also on Prime?
Yes.
Amazon Prime?
Yes, sir, he's everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you compete? Like, this guy is producing things cheaper, faster. He's making clips daily. They have stuff banked.
That's insane.
And they're just making all this content. And their back catalog of content is the stuff that's been on their YouTube channels for years that no one paid attention to, that gained popularity as the as the more recent clips got popular, people would go back and watch older clips.
Right.
So like it's the same thing with us. I've been using some of our older clips and older episodes to make clips.
Right.
I've been posting those. Those clips have been doing really well. I link to the episode. I notice those episodes are getting watched or listened to. It's the same business model.
Yeah.
But Mr. Beast is doing it on a multi-billion-dollar level because he's a multi-billionaire. Like, or I don't know if he's probably close to that by now.
Yeah.
So
millionaire.
It's just
I'd say more millionaire.
Still a millionaire? Okay.
I would assume so. I don't think it's like a straight wall up.
I fucking hope so. I hope you're right. I pray to God, because if Mr. Beast is a billionaire, we are all fucked. Like that's exactly like this one guy is a billionaire because he made YouTube videos. We should be concerned. That's
the person you need to be a billionaire. Billionaires will save us. Billionaires will save us all.
I feel like so many people are reaching billionaire status now, though. Like,
yeah, I would say
it seems a bit. I actually just found this is irrelevant, but I just found out that Kylie Jenner was never a billionaire.
Right, I heard about that.
Surprised.
But it was apparently it was like they talked about it a long time ago. It was revoked in like 2020, her title. Yeah. But I just saw it recently, and I was like, oh, I never actually looked into this. So I feel like nothing is real now.
And did you see that people tried to make her a billionaire? They tried to start a GoFundMe to help her get
no way.
We don't have enough money to make her a billionaire. People don't know how much a billion really is.
I know. That's another thing. 100%. So yeah, we're in a tough spot.
I put in my $2 to the pot.
yeah. Also,
Good
what
luck.
do you mean? Like,
that's
were
hilarious.
you just literally gonna create a GoFundMe and then just give this person?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
And then, like, and then the tax man's gonna be there like,
yeah, right. So at that point, you needed to raise double because they're gonna take half, and you're just like, damn it. Okay, guys, we gotta try again. It's like, why is this a focus of a generation? We can't have Kylie out there not being a billionaire. Anyways, that's
how to waste money 101.
Yeah,
that's what they're all doing.
Yeah. I worry about the billionaires. I'm not gonna lie. I really
wasn't there a movie that came out not too long ago with Steve Carell, and it's all these tech billionaires, and they go on a retreat, and then something happens in the world, and they're just like about to kill each other, and then everything kind of fixes itself, and they're all kind of they leave the retreat like looking at each other's side eyes because they're going to kill each other.
That came out just recently. I don't remember if it was on Apple, but the Despicable. I'm trying to see, because I did see that was a movie they were making, and I did think that it was crazy because the cast was pretty good too.
Steve Carell? What?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Mountainhead.
I think so. Yeah,
I think it's called Mountainhead, and it was on Max, not Apple TV. Okay, and the stars.
Oh, that's why I don't often hear about movies that come out on streaming services.
Yeah, I know. That's another thing. Streaming service films and not wide releases is also an issue that I think we might need to address.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a second too, because we're going to talk about Frankenstein later.
Mountainhead is a reference to an Ayn Rand book.
I think it's a reference to, because they do that. Every year the billionaires and the tech bros and all of them do this like getaway, and they invite all the media to. Like, it's the same place that Bob Iger did that infamous interview during the writer's strike where he kind of like insulted everybody, and everyone was just like, and people were just like, ooh, that was a mistake. Like,
don't let this man talk.
Yeah, he should. They're just like, yo, he shouldn't have said that. Like, that was a bad look. And then everyone was saying like he needs to apologize if they're going to get people back to the table. And then he ended up dumping and helping out.
There we go. Itself is an allusion to Ayn Rand's novel, The Fountainhead. Fountainhead. Mountainhead, Fountainhead.
Interesting.
Okay, cool.
Crazy cast though.
Yeah, Steve Carell, Jason Schwartzman, Corey Michael Smith, Rami Youssef.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Is that? Oh no, I thought that was Tina Fey. Annie McKenzie.
I shall watch.
Yeah, I know, right? Like 2025 had so many films. That's something I feel we're going to talk about in the end of year episode, where it's just like, how many things did I miss?
Yeah,
because we did that last year, right, Jaws? You had a list of like things I missed, and it's just like, yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of films I haven't seen.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I wanted to switch, continuing with tech. Japan's government has made a formal request asking OpenAI to refrain from copyright infringement.
Good.
We've talked about this on the podcast. Yeah, we've talked about this on the podcast, that AI, Sora, OpenAI, and stuff like that have gotten a little bit out of hand with some of the things that they've allowed.
A little bit?
Yeah, sorry.
Extremely.
True. Extremely out of hand. The
Japanese giblify everything.
Yeah.
And then that man is still alive, and he's like, he's already a curmudgeon. He's already pissed off at everybody. There's like a running meme within the anime community, with the otaku community, and they're like, it's him, and he's like, anime was a mistake.
That's sad, man. No, but like, that's the thing. The Japanese government calls on Sora 2 maker OpenAI to refrain from copyright infringement. It says the characters from manga and anime are irreplaceable treasures that Japan boasts to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of see it as like, this is our export to the world. This art, these stories that we're creating. One Piece, Demon Slayer, Pokemon, Mario. Those are all IPs that have gone on to do really well in theaters. Those are like rooted in Japanese storytelling. And, speaking at the Japanese government cabinet office press conference on Friday, Minori Kiuchi, the Minister of State IP and AI Strategy, informed attendees about the government's request, which called on the American organizations to refrain from infringing on Japanese IPs. I don't know if this is going to stop them. I mean, OpenAI and all of these AI companies have already said it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission.
That's just tech in general.
True.
The new wave of tech is just... Let me come in and disrupt and then deal with everything else later. Because by that time we have everybody's money and we're making money, and we could fight everything or do the proper process.
It's crazy that you say that, because I know another disruptor whose business model was that, and it's going to sound really crazy when I say it. Kanye. Kanye West would go out of his way sometimes, would not clear samples, would release the song would do well, and then he would just pay people off he'd be like, yeah, fine, here, just take this money and go away. The song's already famous. I don't care. And I'm wondering if he got that from what, really? Because
I remember, wasn't there one, he had to get a, what's her name? Aretha Franklin sample.
I'm not saying he did it every time.
Yeah. Okay. But I know certain people, like he did get the clearance, and then there's like, remove this thing, and then he would put it in or kind of censor it.
Yeah. No, I had a friend that worked at like MTV back in the day, and they were trying to air one of his things, and they got a cease and desist because they were just like, hey, there's no clearance on this stuff. Like, he didn't clear any of these samples in this song you're about to put on television, so you guys are going to be liable for using this content. Yeah, he just did stuff like that. And here we are, the tech world's doing the same thing. The tech world has literally just ripped, like, especially AI, quote unquote AI, has just ripped like every written word, the internet, and scraped all the internet.
It's basically Ultron.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten around to killing us yet. That's what happened with Ultron. Ultron went on the internet and he was like, gotta burn this all down. Gotta take this all down.
Speaking of MTV, did you guys hear?
They're shutting down.
MTV, yeah.
R.I.P. to MTV. No more music.
So sad.
Dude, they haven't done music videos in years.
I know, but it's just sad.
Is the whole channel shutting down, or anything that plays music shutting down? How's it working?
I think the whole channel.
I think the whole channel. I mean, I mentioned this on the podcast a couple weeks ago, but one of my contacts was telling me how BET, same thing. BET got rid of everyone on the staff and had one person programming all their music videos. And that person didn't have time to review new content. So the videos are just kind of looping the same content over and over for months. It was like 6-7 months of the same content looping on their video channels. MTV was next. That's the thing. One of the problems with having this Oracle / Skydance Paramount Viacom deal is they're going to cut cost wherever they feel. Yeah.
As much as possible.
Yeah. And MTV was essentially like a money pit for them because it was Ridiculousness and 2 other shows playing on loops for entire days. Like so I don't have cable, but
no more
I have,
teenage pregnancy can save them.
dude.
I put that on loop.
Didn't they do also like My Sweet 16 and all that?
Yeah, exactly.
I had a way of accessing MTV through sources. And I went on there one day and I didn't even watch MTV. I just went and looked at the schedule. And the schedule was an 8-hour loop of the same shows just looping over and over. And I was just like, what the hell? Like, why are you guys just playing the same stuff over and over? Like, at least put different. If you have every episode of Ridiculousness, why are you looping the same ones for 8 hours? Like episode 5, 6, 7, 8. Starting, like, what are you doing? I don't understand. There's a couple, 30, 40, 50 episodes of it you guys were running that you had like syndication. I don't understand why you'd only use a handful of them, but here we were. So problematic. But it's sad to hear that MTV's gone.
I would be sadder if they were still playing music, or MTV2 still existed and that was playing music, but it's just they're just ranking YouTube videos now. No, that was the last thing? Ridiculousness.
Well, they also had their MTV awards. I don't know.
Yeah,
actually, were they still doing that?
They did, but I mean,
they're still doing the MTV Movie Awards and the Music Awards, but I think one of them might have been the last, because I know BET Awards was the last.
Oh wow, right? Really?
I think so, or what? Like one of the awards on BET. So it's either the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards, or the Soul Train Awards. One of them is
finished.
I think we already talked about that a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's a rough scene out there for terrestrial television. Everything is pivoting to streaming. These networks are going to shut down. Like I truly, like, we're 2025. I can make this prediction now. I mean, my professor made this prediction when I was in college. When I was in CEGEP in 2000, my professor said TV is going to shift to the internet and all televisions are going to go from 4:3 to 16:9. And he said this to us in class in like 99, 2000, 2001. And I just remember thinking, oh, okay, Mr. Hallis knows his shit. And here we are, 2025. TV is on the verge of completely shifting to the internet, fast TV channels and all that stuff.
Which is like, it's funny because it's ironic how we shifted to the internet, but now it's like we're going backwards in time because now all streaming services have ads.
Yeah, they're all cable.
So it's like we're going backwards in a way. Like,
okay, so here's the thing. They were pretty much just giving us the crack for free. That's what it was.
Yeah,
they gave us the crack for free,
and then they inshitify it.
Yeah,
inshitification.
But is it for free if we're paying for it?
We're paying for ads.
No, like we were already paying for streaming.
But we were paying for streaming, but Netflix was in the red still until 2020. The entire time that Netflix existed before, they were in the red.
Maybe they're in the red because they were
overspending.
I was gonna talk shit. I was gonna say, well, no, just because they're releasing like stupid garbage movies and TV shows.
Yeah,
our algorithms say that people like Will Smith and fantasy. So we'll make
they like Will Smith and fantasy. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Well, he's just giving an example of the algorithm.
So yeah, remember that movie he did where it was like LA and there's like orcs and fairies and this.
Oh my god, I forgot about that movie. Holy shit!
What movie are you talking about?
Blight?
Yeah.
No, Bright.
Bright. He's right. Will Smith did a fantasy film.
I probably didn't watch it.
No one did.
Pull it up.
It didn't do well.
I probably saw this and was like, nope. What's it called?
That's so fun. I think it's called Bright. I'm looking it up
Bright.
now.
Yeah, it's called Bright.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like Will Smith is an LAPD and they're so
I think I actually watched it.
A lot of the original movies they do, it seems like they're looking at their algorithm, seeing what people like, and then smashing it together and hoping for the best.
And that's why they should be in the red.
That was so good to bring up a movie.
2017. That was some
Yeah,
time
yeah.
ago, but not that long ago.
No, but that's like the peak of them being like,
We could do
hey,
anything. We could do no.
Being dickheads.
we've started making these shows. House of Cards is doing well for us. We should really look into like making more content. And just like Jaws said, what are two things that people like? Will Smith and Mr. July 4th. Will Smith had famously known for his July 4th summer blockbusters and fantasy movies. All right, let's put Will Smith in a
People
fantasy
like
movie.
Game of Thrones. That's fantasy, right? Let's smash that together.
People like vampires and Jamie Foxx. Let's make a vampire
that's
Jamie
the most
Foxx
recent one.
movie.
Yeah,
like they've done
clearly
this.
they know what they're doing, because that's why it flopped.
But that's the thing is, we say it flopped, but those movies, because they're quote unquote free, because people, I say this not to insult. I say this because I've heard the term used by many of my colleagues. But the girl math of I paid for this month, so everything I get is free.
Yes.
The girl math of I gave you my $20 and everything.
Why is this called girl math?
Ness, we can you know her. I'll ask Emma at work because she's the one that told me.
Hold on.
I'll ask.
You could just check online. Let's see.
I was sitting down with them one day, and someone, one of the girls at work, Layla at work goes to me. I took $20 out of my bank account and I bought lunch and I have 2 meals. So the second meal's free and I have $10 left over. So that's free money. And I was like, wait, what? Hold on. What are you talking about? I was like, why are you, hold on, let me finish. I'm like, why do you say it's free? You took money out of your bank account. So that's money out of your bank account. She's like, yeah, but once it's not in my bank account, it's free money. I'm like, what is, and she told me, she literally said, that's girl math. It's not in the bank account. I don't see it in the bank account.
Oh,
if
like,
it's in my pocket, it's different.
Okay, it's like a meme.
I guess so, but she just kept telling me it was girl math, and I was just like, okay.
I have two.
Jaws, hit us with
examples
the girl math.
She's my ignorance. I'm not on TikTok.
So no, it's just like
I'm sure it's from TikTok. I'm sure
they put a name to it. So
yeah, it's like girl dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So mathematics used mostly in shopping to make someone feel better about buying an expensive thing. If in my bag is 5,000 euros, it's not that expensive. But because I wear it 5 days in a week, 4 weeks in a month, for at least 10 months, so it's a maximum of 25 euros per wear, it's not really expensive.
That's exactly how they were talking at work. And I was just like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Okay, that's funny.
Another example, fuzzy and funny logic used by female digital natives who proudly boast about not being born with the math gene to rationalize why they are getting a pretty good deal for as far as their time, money, and convenience are concerned, compared to those who think or act differently from them. Girl math may debatably be likened to female equivalent of yoga-isms or Yogi Berra's aphorisms.
Anyways, okay.
All
this to say,
one more?
Everyone,
one more?
No, we're good.
No, but I got it.
Everyone who uses Netflix at some point, the model became, I paid for this, so these movies are free.
Yeah, it's like gym. It's like your gym membership.
Yeah, but I mean, your gym membership,
you have to go to the gym.
You have to go to the gym. This is, I gave you $20, and now when I turn on my screen, everything in this catalog is free to me.
But are you watching them?
Right.
I don't.
Or
I don't agree.
You get choice paralysis.
You're
Ness,
paying to have access to these films.
You and I know the logic, but this is how most people think. Most people are thinking, oh, this movie is like, if I have Disney Plus and that's the thing that's crazy. I have Disney Plus. I know I want to go see these movies that Disney has in theaters, but why go to the theater and spend $30 on a ticket and popcorn and all this stuff when I can watch it for free at home? What do you mean for free? Well, it's on Disney Plus. Yeah, but you're paying for Disney Plus. Yeah, but I paid for Disney Plus, but they have multiple movies on Disney Plus. Yeah, but this month you want to see that one movie with this one star, and you should go see that in theaters and support the film so that they continue making films. Yeah, but I could just wait and watch it at home for free. This is literally what people say. They say the for free part.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Or
That's like I was sorry.
no, I was gonna say, or the other, I guess maybe some of them might say is I already paid for it.
Yeah.
Like how, like back in the day, Jaws, we heard our parents say this, like, oh, can we go to McDonald's? We have McDonald's at home.
Yeah.
Like, can I go to the movie theater? We have the movie theater at home. We have Netflix. That's the mentality.
We have VHSs at home. Watch one of them again.
Right. But in this case, the VHS is a streaming service.
But that's them trying to like use reverse psychology.
100%. 100%.
That's them trying to keep the money in the pocket because
Yeah.
there's food at home.
Yeah. There's food at home. There's
But that I get.
There's TV
That
at home.
You're trying to. I get that. You
Yeah.
have to control kids.
Yeah.
But like.
No, but this is even adults. That's the problem.
There's no adults around now.
Because I was actually trying to explain to somebody because I use CineClub. I pay for CineClub.
Me too.
Cineplex.
I love it.
Yeah, and I was trying to explain to someone like how CineClub works and what you get, the perks and whatever. And I was saying to them how you pay $10.99 plus tax every month.
Right.
And you get a ticket per month, and you get 20% off concession.
Yeah.
And like they're like, oh, okay, so you pay $10.99 per month and you get a free movie. And I was like, well, no, you're paying for the movie essentially because you're paying $10 a month. Yeah. That's basically the price of your ticket.
Right.
So you're paying for that movie, and they're like, well, no, it's a free movie a month. And I kept trying to explain to them like, yes, but you're paying $10.99.
You're trying to explain that. The thing is, CineClub will then write on their site for $10.99 a month.
Yeah, I know. That's how they get you.
Yeah, you get one free movie and 20% off concessions for giving us the value of a movie. And I'm just like, but I'm paying for. And that's the thing. I pay the annual membership to it.
You're smarter.
Well, yeah, but it's just because
it's a bit cheaper.
Yeah, it's a little cheaper.
Yeah.
So I pay I think I pay exactly $10 because it's $120 for the year.
Yeah.
So I pay exactly $10 a month.
That's technically the more worth it thing.
Yeah, and then I get I don't know if I told this story before, but when I went to see Superman, the machines at the theater weren't working in the VIP. So when I went to order my stuff and I'm supposed to get 20% off concessions, the guy was telling me, oh, I can't honor that because the machine's not working. And I said, sucks to be you because you're going to have to honor it. And the guy goes, well, what do you want me to do? I was just like, figure it out. I have a membership for a reason. You don't just get to decide it doesn't work this way. So he left. He went to talk to the manager. The movie started. Like I know
why. I know why though. It's because unfortunately Cineplex is stupid that way. In the sense that they don't the theaters and the online membership whatever don't communicate. So people at the theater can't actually honor the 20% discount because we have no access to CineClub, which is stupid. Which is so stupid.
But that's the thing I didn't understand when he said that to me, because I was just like, you scan my scene card to know that I have CineClub. But you can't scan my card because your machine's not working. Is there any other way for you?
But he should have been able to manually enter your scene number.
That's what I was thinking, because I was just like, buddy, I can give you all the information.
You can manually enter it.
Bong.
But anyways, I was just trying to explain to the person at the end of the day, you're paying for the ticket.
Yeah.
And I was saying it's only worth it if you're a person who goes to the movies quite often, like at least more than once or twice. Like, and then they kept arguing with me like, well, if you're not actually getting a free movie ticket, then why are you paying for it? And I was like, well, I'm paying for it because I get a discount on my tickets and I get a discount on concession.
Yeah.
So technically I am saving because I go often enough.
One ticket is free and then the other tickets are discounted.
So I was like, if you're not going to go all the time, it's not worth it. Just go on Cheapy Tuesday. It's going to be cheaper that way if you're going to go once a month. But if you're going more than once, then I would say even if you go more than twice a month, it's more worth it. But if you're going less than twice a month,
in my case, I sometimes don't go once a month, but if there's multiple movies I want to see in a month, because I haven't gone. Yeah, because I haven't gone for a couple months, I end up having a bank of like you have
and you can
4
carry over.
Yeah, I have 4 or 5 free
Oh,
movies.
okay. I didn't know they banked. I thought it was just
Yeah,
free money for
thank good. Well, yeah, you're paying for it.
Cineplex.
Yeah.
I thought it was free money for
You're paying
Cineplex.
for that ticket.
No, and that's the thing. My sister didn't use hers for a full year one time. I got it for her at Christmas, and then my mom was just like, "Oh yeah, your sister hasn't used it." I was just like, "Yo, she has like 12 free tickets. If she doesn't want it, I'll take it." Like I was like, "Yo, I'll take my Christmas gift back. I need those free movies." So, and then my parents were just like, "Oh no, we'll just go with her to a bunch of movies." And I was just like, "Yeah, all right, that's fair."
This is what I mean. But some people only go to the movies like once every few months. Like they go
Yeah.
for like the
Yeah,
big blockbuster films. So in that case, I'm like, don't get Cineclub. It's not worth it to save on concession. Like it's not worth it.
I mean, the 20% on concession is pretty good if you're gonna go.
I mean, you gotta like concessions.
Yeah,
I
but
think that's the
don't.
main
Yeah,
thing.
like I wouldn't pay the $10.99 a month just for concessions. Like if I'm only going once every 3 months, like
$10 for
to me that's not worth it.
When I go to the VIP, I'm just like sitting back and having someone deliver me popcorn. I'm like, worth it.
Oh yeah, especially if you go to VIP. Yeah.
Yo, if you go to a VIP, you get 20% off and your feet are kicked up. Worth it.
Don't fall
But
asleep.
I always end up using my free ticket, and I use the Cineclub member price tickets because I always like go with, like more than one person.
That's the other thing that's pretty sweet. Like a Cineclub, because you get a discounted ticket.
Yeah, I think it's 20%.
I think it is 20%.
20% on tickets, but you only get a maximum number of tickets per show.
Honestly,
but it's worth it.
If you have kids, because one of the main things going all the way back to the streaming wars and why Netflix's mentality is hoping that parents go, you have movies at home because you have Netflix, you don't need to pay for the theater. I would suggest to people, if you have kids and you know you want to take your kids to the movies and you're only going to take your kids to the movies, 3 times a year, 4 times a year? Because those are the types of that's when kid-friendly movies come out. Like how many rated G full 4-quadrant family movies come out a year? I would say 3 or 4 maybe.
Yeah, it's not that many anymore.
If you pay $120 once a year and you bulk up those tickets a couple months, you and your whole family can get free movie tickets. Because I end up I don't go to movies.
Oh, that's true. Actually, that's a good way to look at it.
So it's $120 for the year. If you don't use it for 2-3 months, you got 3 tickets.
Yeah.
You and your kids can go. It doesn't cost you anywhere near as much as it would. You're essentially paying in advance for these movies, but you're paying.
You're saving.
You're saving. And you just book your tickets, you book your seats, you and the kids go. It's a great day. It's a great activity. I think it's worth it. I've given people Cineclub memberships as gifts in the past because I was just like,
That's
well,
nice.
I know you like going to the movies. So here's
you just gave me an idea for my dad.
No, it's great. I'm telling you, I gave
He
one to my
loves
sister.
movies.
I gave one to my friend. It's totally worth it in my head. All right, Cineclub. We had 2 more pieces of news before we go into some reviews. This one feels weird, but I'll still bring it up. Microdramas are set to generate $11 billion in global revenue in 2025 using a freemium business model.
What's a microdrama?
Right. I didn't know what microdramas were either.
Are these the ones where it's like dramas on TikTok and they're chopped up and it's just
No
movies? They're just they're really bad. They're really low budget. They're horrible.
But guys, they're on their way to make.
On YouTube was talking about them, and they're just all bad.
We're doomed.
They're super popular in East Asian culture, like Korea, Japan, China. Like that's where they're popping off the most, and they're on their way to make $11 billion. The craziest part of this whole story is when you realize, oh snap, these microdramas is exactly what Quibi was trying to do. This is what Quibi was doing. When Quibi launched at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020 in April and fell apart because of their poor timing, microdramas is literally what they were trying to do. And 5 years later, that industry is going to make $11 billion and Quibi is dead in the water and all their content was sold to Roku. And that's crazy to me.
Same thing happened to Vine.
Yeah, Vine got sold to Twitter
true.
and got shut down. Yeah.
Vine was better.
Vine was better.
Vine was and Vine was also more challenging because it was 6 seconds instead of 15 seconds.
Yeah, those comedians were hard. Yeah.
be
Like
funny
you
now.
people were making, you guys were making full stories in 6 seconds, like continuous stories, sketches, and all that stuff in 6 seconds. And now they have a business, they have an industry. Microdramas are making $11 billion in this in
Just for
in East
trash.
Asia. Yeah.
Should we really be encouraging that short of an attention span? Like, should we really?
I'm not. I don't
I
think
was
people should watch these.
actually
But
gonna say, like, it's concerning how short our attention span is now, and how we're really just like diving into this. Like, it's really
At first.
concerning.
Like the kids, I was just thinking, someone the other day, actually, someone in the car yesterday. I mentioned yogurt, and the guy starts doing the "Give me yup, me mama."
yeah,
like
yeah.
we all know that,
Classic.
right?
Awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kids today won't have memorable commercials that they can go to school and talk about because
well,
Yeah,
That's
the
so
monoculture
true.
is dead. The
monoculture is dead. Yeah, we actually I had a conversation with my friend Laura. She's a journalist, and I got interviewed for an article about that maybe 2 years ago about monoculture and the fact that it does not exist. It's just not a thing. But much like what Ness was saying before, we're moving backwards towards the ads. These kids might actually see these ads on Netflix and Fast TV because you won't be able to get streaming at an affordable price without ads. And the big companies, and this is it's going to sound sad, but they intentionally want to create a divide where the rich get to live ad-free life and existences, while middle class and lower class can't really justify spending $20 to $30 a month on this streaming service just so they can avoid ads. Like, you're like, well, fine, I'll pay $8 and let you give me ads.
You're kind of already seeing that right now with toys and video
100%.
games, where
100%.
the older demographic of people that buy toys and play video games, they can afford a PS5. They can afford getting a new console rig. And then your kids are just playing freemium games with microtransactions. So Roblox, all like Minecraft, all the Fortnite, all that other stuff, so
that's a very good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I'm listening to a podcast, and this guy, he took his older Switch and he gave it to his daughter. He's a video game reviewer and stuff like that, and so he managed to get himself a Switch 2. So he's playing Fortnite with his daughter, and his daughter is getting a little bit older. She's playing Fortnite. She's like 6, 7, 8, and she's noticing, how come dad is able to load in 5 seconds faster than me?
Right.
And so he has to kind of take his Switch too and kind of cheat out so she can't see, like, dad has to check something on his Switch too. So she doesn't go like, hey, can I get a Switch 2? Because you're loading into the game faster.
Goodness.
That's so crazy.
For 5 seconds, nah.
She's noticed, your kids notice things.
If the attention span is short, 5 seconds feels like a day to them. Because they're just like,
imagine that you're already up and running and building something, and she's still there waiting because because the Switch 1 is just crap.
That actually happened. That actually happened with my sister. I think I can't remember the exact story, but my mom ended up giving her a new phone and taking my sister's phone. Something like that. Because my sister needed the new
right.
Like, I think my mom was eligible for an upgrade, so she got the upgrade and gave it to my sister, and she took my sister's old phone, something like that. And I was like, what?
Yeah. And I would dare say there was two feelings in that. One, you were just like, what the hell? Two, you're just like, where was that energy when I was a kid?
No, not even, honestly.
No?
Like, it wasn't like that. It was more like, of course, she gets what she wants.
That's what I'm saying. That's that energy.
But more in a like, she even knows it. And when I asked her like, why do you need this? Like, oh, it's the newest version and it's faster. And then I was like, you really need that though?
You're not even using it to the best of its ability. You're not even. I know you're not.
Half of these people do not use their phones for. If your phone is not red hot and clocking because you're not even using it.
You're not mining Bitcoin off your shit. What do you mean? Come on.
It's so crazy. Like, these kids are actually aware that there's like better versions and top whatever, and they're like, I need the top of the top.
Well, yeah, you got to stun on these fools. And it's that's why.
And it's like, why do you need the top of the top though? Do you even know why you need it?
To argue. It is technically our Sega Genesis versus SNES. It is our N64.
Do they actually understand that though?
yeah, for them it's not like I don't think they even care about it
They-
that way.
it's-
though.
It's
I feel like it's just like a Canada Goose for them. It's like, oh, but if you don't have the top of the line, it's like it's
Yeah,
not
like-
cool.
it's
Y'all just said it.
basically
It's
it's
nothing,
basically like, oh, your shoes come from Zellers, mine are Jordans.
yeah.
You're not on my level. Make fun
What
of
was
this
it?
guy.
Payless when I got the Shaq shoes from Payless and other kids had Jordans, and you're just like, mine cost $39.99, so I'm good. As long as
Yeah,
I
but
can
the
run around
toes on the
gym.
Shacks looked a little funny. Like they're almost Air Forces, and then you're just like, like I don't. You know what it was?
I agree. I agree.
Air Forces
I
had the
agree.
dots all around, and then Shaq,
I
in
love
order to
that.
not get sued, like right in the sole. You guys will notice on the top sole. So Air Forces are actually no, okay. Top sole Air Forces or Dunks have dots like 2, then 3,
Yeah.
then 4, then 5. Right? Shaq, in order to not get sued, he couldn't do like the first 2 rows. So you just have like blank and then
Like a
just
space.
and just the air dots. And you're like, so basically the silhouette's the same except for that like one little thing.
That's so funny.
Hey man, all I know was $39.99, and I could run around. That's all I
But-
cared about.
You know
for
what's
that price, just
crazy?
buy Reebok.
Yeah,
Buy
facts.
Reebok.
Actually, Reeboks are so comfortable.
Pump it up.
They were,
Buy
yeah, they were.
Reebok.
But it's just
Yep.
it's just so funny because it's like before it's like it made more sense because it was a different make. Or like
Mhm.
Jordan versus Shaq, it's a different make, you know.
Right.
But now
right.
it's like it's the same make. It's all Apple products, but they need the top of the line Apple
Yeah.
product.
And was
No,
it?
'cause you
And the
gotta
thing
size.
the thing I find crazy about the new Apple product debate or needing the new Apple product, weren't the phones? Didn't they reduce the quality of the phone? They started making them out of aluminum instead of whatever they're using before. And
Oh
people
yeah,
were
but I think it
complaining-
was like an environmentally friendlier.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
how
know.
they pitched it.
They
But
stopped
that wasn't.
giving you a cable. They stopped giving you
Yeah.
the
It's
charging
apparently the
brick.
same camera.
Yeah, but they
3
pitched it,
times.
they pitched it as this like, oh, we're doing this for the environment, but no, it was cheaper.
It's
No.
cheaper. We charge you more and we give you less in the box.
Charge you more, give you less, and the phone scratch easier. People were going back
Yeah,
to stores
true.
because their cases, the side of the phone is all dented, and people were like, "Yo, I dropped my phone once, and it has this huge scratch on the side now." It's just like, yeah, because it's aluminum. It's not whatever they were making before. Like they're guys. This is one of those look in the camera moments. They're going to make things more expensive with cheaper quality stuff for as long as you keep buying it. And if you don't stop buying it, it means they're getting away with it. So you have to stop buying it. But we're all addicted and no one's going to stop.
But the
So they're
profit
gonna-
line go brrr.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I mean, I've had my phone, the Fold, for 3 or 4 years.
Which version of the Fold is that? 2?
The 4.
Oh, okay. The 4th one. Okay.
And I got lucky because I was told the 4 is a good one. Like you're on par. Like it, And then the 6 came out. Like the 5 and the 6 came out, and I was just like, "Whoa, those do look good." And I was just like, "No, I'll be a good boy. I won't buy a new phone." Yeah.
I don't need it.
And now I finished
Yeah.
paying
Gotta
off.
ride that shit to the end.
But that's it.
Mhm.
I finished paying this phone off, and I'm
Yep.
looking into.
Same.
And I also have, and I bought this directly from Samsung.
Yeah,
but
you
I
told
al-
me that. That's smart.
Yep.
Yeah. But I also have a free re-up from Fido at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm
nice.
like thinking, do I get the re-up from Fido and see what they have? Do I buy it directly again? Because that's one of the things.
As
with
long as
Fido.
your plan doesn't change.
right.
Yeah.
And if you
Careful,
could-
because there's always like little discrepancies
And I would say
in
to
those
people,
free re-ups.
if you
Your
can-
plan is ancient and doesn't exist anymore.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's $20 more for the same thing.
Yeah.
But I'm
And
telling
you
y'all,
lose long distance.
I'm telling y'all, if you can, I did it once where I was on hold. I was on the phone for
2
4
days.
hours. Yeah, pretty
2
much.
days.
I was on the phone for 4 hours with Fido.
3
And at the end
hours
of that
later.
deal, I got a free upgrade and like at the time, the craziest cell phone plan that anyone had ever heard of. Because this is back when they gave like 1 gig, 2 gig. I had 6 gigs and I was paying $30 a month. And people were just like, what the f- are you talking about? And I'm like, I negotiated. They're just like, how do you have 6 gigs? And
Remember when you
$30
used to just go wild at your gigs? Like
yo,
now it doesn't even matter because you have no choice.
dude, I have
Doesn't matter,
100
it doesn't even-
I have
dented.
135 gigs now, and I've never.
For what?
What are you doing? You're not even streaming.
Guys,
You,
guys,
were you gonna tether a apartment complex? What are you
knowing
doing, bro?
Brian
You
though,
don't
he
need
probably
that.
uses it.
Burnt it all
well,
through.
I
He does.
I
He
have
went over.
I've gotten close to 40 one time,
For what?
but
Use Wi-Fi,
Wait,
nigga.
how much-
What are you
wait,
doing?
hold on. I thought that was normal. Is 40 not a normal amount of data to use in a month?
Oh, 40 gigabytes? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it was
For
more.
your internet, yes. For your upload download on your phone. What are you
What are
doing?
you doing on your
I've
phone?
done that before too. But
Brian,
like,
what are you doing on your
traveling.
phone?
I literally just watch TV shows on my phone when I commute.
YouTube's
have-
not even that crazy on my
How
phone.
long?
My commute's like 40 minutes, and the second I get on the bus and get a seat, I turn on like whatever show came on the day before at 1080 HD, headphones
Oh,
on.
that's why. 1080
Yeah, I'm
in his-
dude, I'm
in his
doing
Top
face like
quality.
this.
guys, don't
Killing
forget,
his eyes.
don't
his
forget,
face
don't
like
forget.
this.
You got a
27
folded
speed.
screen.
He has
So
he has a portable TV.
I essentially need 1080 for what I'm watching. Like I need the full screen. man.
Brian, do you get what? You get maybe so it's a 40-minute bus trip. You get an actual episode in.
Yeah. Well, don't
How-
forget I speed TV up. So
You
I
speed
sometimes
TV
get
up,
2
true.
episodes.
Headphones, Bluetooth connected. You probably have your location on, so all the
I-
radiation.
I don't use I don't use Bluetooth headphones anymore. I
No?
use wired headphones. Yeah.
Oh, so you
I-
somehow got a jack that now it turns it okay. right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jack.
There we go. My
Oh,
G,
God.
how often are you charging this phone a day?
Oh, I charge my phone once a day,
What?
like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do it at the end of the day? I do it at the start of the day because the fast
I charge-
charging just kills
Dog,
me.
I charge
shit?
my phone overnight, like when
Me
I go
too.
to bed.
Yeah.
My phone is usually, but okay, Skinny. I know what you're saying. I'll give you this. If my phone at the end of lunch is under 50,
Yeah.
I'll put it on my docking, the
Okay.
cordless docking,
'Cause-
to charge it back
Oh,
up
so
to
it
at
gets
least
a bit of juice.
yeah. So I bring it back up to like 70. But
Cordless takes too long.
it's at my
It does
desk. I'm
take
not
long.
using the phone. So
Yeah, no, that's fine at your desk.
yeah.
My shit gets cooked by the afternoon. I don't know, but hey, all right. My battery's like, I don't know. I'm not even on my phone like that.
And you're not
man.
even playing. You're not even playing like something like Pokemon Go that needs your
No.
GPS on, your data on.
But do you
No.
have a lot of
Going-
like? Do you have a lot of stuff running in the background?
I guess probably
That's
IG.
probably
at
what's killing your
most.
battery.
Yeah, which is sucky because like I'm not trying to have it do that, but let's go and fix
Or
that.
if do you have an iPhone?
No, Samsung.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
I'm
all
sure there's
just-
a way though.
Samsung.
I'm sure there's a way to, because I know iPhone.
Give
I used to
Korea
have
our
Samsung
money.
too. I used to have Samsung. I like
Yeah.
Samsung.
Samsung
But
Samsung's great.
I know iPhone has a way to offload apps that you're not using.
Yeah, I do optimize the phone. I do quite
Yeah,
a bit in
so-
device care.
Oh,
and
yo,
all
I
that
keep
fun
forgetting
stuff.
to optimize my phone.
There's
Yeah.
there's also I think some of the stuff that Google does in the background you could like close that
Yeah,
off and it'll save you,
You
way
probably
more.
need to do that.
Right.
My Samsung also used to die a lot. I was not educated on Androids before, like a while ago, and I did not know how to maintain my phone, and it was
Disaster.
the life was like I was beating
The
it up.
battery,
I was beating
yeah,
it
the
up.
battery would die hard. Yeah.
Yeah, everything. I was having so many issues because I did not as a kid, like you don't know how to maintain an Android.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
why do I need to maintain my phone? Like
Clear my
Yeah,
cache.
yeah.
What?
Clear out the cache for who?
Who? Why?
We should not be giving kids phones. This is-
exactly.
Children should not be having tablets and phones when they don't know how to maintain.
Although Apple does a lot of self-maintenance with their devices, so it's
Oh, okay.
when I switched to Apple, I was like, oh wow, I barely have to do anything.
Yeah.
They're just stealing all my data while they fix the phone for me.
But I was like, I get why it's like the popular phone. Like you don't have
Yeah.
to do anything.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. It just works because
Does
they've
it for
already
you.
figured out everything for you.
And I
But
was like,
then
By the way,
you can't do a lot of things like fast charging on a cable.
Yeah, you can't do that.
you can't
even
do that with an iPhone.
USB-C. Nope.
What do you
Oh,
wait? What do you mean?
I didn't know that.
So on Android, when you plug in your USB-C cable, and it has to meet the power has to be meeting a certain threshold. It charges faster.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
goes super fast charge.
But I
Yeah,
have a Max, and I have a fast charger for the Max.
Oh, okay. But like,
But it's
we
a
had
larger
that for a
cube.
while. Like there was a long while where it's like, oh, my battery's gonna die, and then it's like it
Oh,
just took a while.
yeah.
So only now, and I think they had to get pushed into being using USB-C and stuff like that. So now
Yeah,
you
they
Right.
got forced in Europe.
Yeah.
Europe essentially told everybody, listen, it's USB-C. Switch over
Right.
or get out.
Stop using Lightning. Like
Yeah.
nothing uses Lightning. Nothing in
Yeah.
your whole catalog uses Lightning anymore.
And then
Yours-
Apple had to be like,
I have Lightning.
oh, do you still?
Yeah, I have a 14.
I
Is it
wasn't
Lightning?
I wasn't throwing shade,
Yeah.
Skinny.
Yeah, I was throwing shade. But
Oh, do you
I have
still?
a- I
Oh
have
my
a-
god!
I have a
It's just 'cause
14 Pro Max.
I didn't know that Lightning was all the way to 14. I thought they had changed the USB-C.
Yo,
I think
you
it
know the-
changed. I think it changed right after. I think
Okay,
it's the
okay.
15 where it changed.
I wasn't
You know
trying
the
to throw
meme?
shade.
You know the
Nah,
meme of
but-
the guys looking down in shame, the debutante
the
dude?
My phone is old now. My phone is old now.
That was-
the shade would come and he's like, "Hey, how's that Lightning cable look? Is it just frayed on the side? Like
I still
just
have
hold
to
it on
use,
for dear
I still have
life."
to use an adapter for like certain things.
Oh damn.
Well, only
Uh-huh.
like if I want to use like specific headphones or
Right.
whatever. Yeah.
Well, that's the reason I got this guy. This little adapter has
Yeah,
a
exactly.
charging port on the side of it,
Oh,
So
that's
when I-
cool.
so I can plug the headphones in
2 for
and
1.
charge the phone at the same time. You know, Brian likes his toys. I like gadgets. If I was gonna
Yeah.
get a
It's
cable,
cool.
I was gonna get one that lets me do everything
Multiple
I can.
things. Yeah.
Speaking of listening to music while on your phone, Lauren Hill is coming to Montreal.
Boo.
Again, yay!
Next food! Oh damn!
No, you
I mean,
can't
I
call her
know-
Lauren Hill. You have to call her Miss Hill.
Calling
Remember,
her Miss
Hill.
Miss Lauren Hill or Miss
I'm
Hill.
allowed to boo because I paid to go see her in concert and I was upset.
I
That's
know.
your fault for hearing the stories and still going. to
Exactly.
the
Everyone told
That
each other.
does not make sense.
Yeah.
You
If
done
you've
heard
been
these
warned-
stories and you still go?
Yeah.
No.
You've
That's
been
why I'm
warned.
booing.
They've
Who's
been
that
warned.
dude who used to smash watermelons in the comedy show?
Gallagher.
Gallagher?
Gallagher. That's
Gallagher
like
one
knowing
or two.
Gallagher
Gallagher
show
one or
and
two.
then going there and sitting in the front row. Why?
I came in my nice suit
What
to
a
go see a
bull.
nice comedy show.
What a
Oh
bull.
no!
That's so funny.
Gallagher. Like no.
Lauren Hill, Artist in Residence Canadian tour is happening in the end of this year. She's going to be coming across Canada. She's going to be in Winnipeg in November 19th in Winnipeg, Vancouver November 24th, to Hamilton, Ontario November 30th, Montreal December 3rd. Then she's going to be in Calgary December 8th, December 10th in Edmonton, Alberta, Toronto on December 16th,
Okay, she's
and Ottawa on December 19th.
What are you doing? Who bapped that out?
It's a weird
Who
one.
got-
I would
No.
assume it depends on the
Going from
venues booked.
I know,
know.
but going from Montreal to
To
Alberta
Calgary
to
is
Ontario is
crazy.
wild.
That's
Like,
crazy.
In the winter. She's doing all this in the
Yeah,
winter.
in
If
winter.
you're flying that, that's I
Guys,
don't know.
you know she's not showing up to half of those shows. It's winter.
Calgary's
I'm sorry, but I'm
Calgary's not
telling you,
happening.
just a heads up to the people in Calgary. December 3rd to December 8th, she's still going to be late somehow. She has
Wait, hold
5
on.
days to get across Canada in cold, and she
When
will
is she
still
going to
late.
be in Toronto? Between Montreal and
Toronto-
Toronto? So we're the
Toronto's the
3rd
16th.
and 16th, and in
Yeah.
Ottawa? Fam, those are the shows she's doing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's rude.
No Calgary, no Edmonton.
Calgary and
Sorry.
Edmonton are not happening. I'm
Sorry, dog. Not happening. She's not going back. What?
That's so funny.
Have
She's
you-
gonna figure out like, wait, so we're going back over here after? No, guys, no.
That's fun.
Well-
Have you heard
Lauren,
why
what do
she's
you do?
usually late to her shows?
Oh no, why?
We all know.
Because
What's her
of
kids
all
so
of her
bad?
kids. So like some kids having an issue and she's dealing it with it and being there with them.
I
and
don't
then-
believe that.
How old
There's
are
a
her
lot of
kids?
kids.
Aren't
I
they
don't
adults?
believe
adults?
that.
Yeah, but John,
Some of
aren't
them
the
are.
kids-
One of them is an adult. I know one of them. She did a song with one of them is with what's his name, Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember that
Zion.
happened recently. But I'm saying like apparently that's what the story
That
is.
sounds
Like,
like an excuse.
I don't know, man.
he has a lot
That's-
of kids. I think she has 5.
Even if
So?
if you're telling me you're Lauren Hill and you can't get someone to help with 5 kids
Yeah,
so you
ain't
can
no
get on
way.
stage on
She
time?
for
No,
sure
she
has
wants to
an
be
animal.
hands-on. I don't know.
No way.
You know how many people are gonna be trying to charge your ass to deal with your kids, and then they figure, oh, you're Miss Lauren Hill, and then they're gonna try to charge you extra, then turn around and fill your kids with crazy.
Hasn't-
Like,
Hasn't she
Skinny-
been like late since like the beginning of her career? Like
I don't know.
yes.
Let's get
yes, she
into
might have.
Since the Fuji, since the Fuji,
But
or since
Skinny-
she went solo.
Even with your theory,
Yes.
she's gonna lose money if she doesn't show up on the fucking stage.
I mean, this whole alimony and Marley cheating, I think she's good for the kid portion because Marley plus cheating equals eternal money. However,
Money glitch.
regarding her own career, regarding her
That's
career, I mean, she can afford to be late, maybe a little bit, not too much. I don't know.
Not majorly late.
There's no,
Like, not
like,
2 hours, 3 hours.
Listen, that's what she'll do for the show. She's not showing up to. Hey, miss, what do we do? Just play for 8 hours.
Oh my
Go
god.
up, play for 4 hours. Eventually, they'll leave. Eventually,
Wild.
they'll get satisfied and just be like, she's not coming.
We got 3 more things that we want to talk about, but we're supposed to wrap up in like 10 minutes. So I'll make it super quick.
You can
For
do
Gen
it.
V, I feel like we have to talk about because the finale dropped.
didn't
I don't know
watch
if anyone
that.
else
Oh
will-
my gosh, did that fall off or what? What happened?
Did anyone else watch the finale?
No.
So I'll just say this. In a world where Peacemaker went to Earth X, which is the world where the Nazis won World War II. And throughout that whole season, when he's going to this other world, he doesn't realize that it's Earth X. Even though when they finally when Harcourt finally shows up and they pan the camera and she goes, "How did you not know this was Nazi Earth when there's a mural of Hitler on the wall with a swastika flag?"
What do you
How
say?
did
What do
you
you say?
not
What do you
know?
say?
And he goes, "I just thought it was a drawing. I didn't know what it was."
I love it.
So that's recently in a superhero show. That was one instance where a dummy didn't realize that there was Nazis. And then we get to Gen V. Gen V has an episode where the guy that they spend the whole season talking about, Thomas Godolkin, the guy who started the school, in one episode, him, Polarity, the dad of the guy that passed away, and Emma, the blonde girl who can shrink, are doing research to try and figure out information about Godolkin. And they go into the school and they go into the archive and they find a secret room. And in the secret room, you find out that Thomas Godolkin was a Nazi. There's Nazi paraphernalia all around the room. The rest of the season is spent trying to deal with all the craziness, the usual stuff. This guy's trying to capture them, make them do their powers, test their powers. At the end of the season, after Giancarlo Esposito's character tells them, "Oh, you guys might have access to Thomas Godolkin. He might be the only person who knows how to stop Homelander." And I'm just like, okay, the first time you find that out, Emma, who's the one character that knows that Thomas Godolkin's a Nazi, isn't in the room. So I'm like, fine. It makes sense that no one says, but wait, he's a Nazi.
He's a Nazi.
So that I'll forgive that one. That's the first time.
You say Nazi?
Then the second time, they're going around, they're running around. They get finally at the end, they all get together. Even Emma is there. And everyone goes, okay, we got to go find Thomas Godolkin and save him. And at no point did anyone go, hey, by the way, that guy's a Nazi. He might not be the guy you want to save. And what happens when they save him? He turns into a Nazi. He starts arguing and saying that we need to be a pure race of heroes, and anyone who's below my standards should be killed. And he starts having heroes, like people with powers, kill themselves if he doesn't think they're worthy of being heroes. And I'm just like, why do these shows keep writing it that people don't know not to work with Nazis? And I think I figured it out, guys.
Because we're living it.
Yeah.
Because we're literally living it.
We're
Right
living
now.
it.
It's right now.
We're living it.
Yeah.
So they're writing the show to be what's actually happening. And as much as it hurts my soul when I watch this show, and for some reason, no one says, hey, maybe we don't save the Nazi. And they save the Nazi, and the first thing the Nazi does is Nazi shit, where he runs around and he starts telling people to kill themselves because he has mind control powers like Xavier, and he starts going
ridiculous.
Wait,
And he
he's the
starts-
Professor X? Oh.
He's the Professor X of the universe. And he starts walking around the campus and he's just like, what's your power? And the guy's just like, my power is, I fart a black hole or whatever. He's just like, not worthy, kill yourself. And he just starts killing these people. He just makes them kill themselves. And I'm just like, I just don't. Why did we save this guy? Anyways, so that's all I had to say. Gen V, Kripke, I know you're leading up to the boys, but I got to say,
Ends
I
on
don't
a
know if-
cliffhanger? It ends on a cliffhanger,
really.
I guess?
It
No.
literally ends with them being like, "Okay, we have to join the resistance," and then they join the resistance. That's it. The resistance is to fight Homelander. Because don't forget, Jaws, I mentioned it to you earlier in the season. The flags on the school campus say "Make America Super Again."
Oh
which
yeah.
translates to massa.
How did the last season end of
The last
Boys?
season ends with them
I'm trying to
ending
remember
up
if I
in
watched it.
the last season ends with them ending up in like a prison because
Okay.
Homelander shows up and like stops them because he thinks of them as turncoats because he's just like, you're turning on your own kind, and he essentially stops them all and puts them in like a school, like a prison, which is called Elmira.
Okay, didn't watch that.
Yeah. Anyways, all this to say, Nazis are all over our television shows, and I don't like it. But
Yeah,
You're not supposed to. Jesus Christ.
I know
You
I'm
did
not
like
supposed
it.
to.
Oh my god, that'd be very
I'm happy-
worrisome. Very
I
telling
know.
on you.
But I'm just concerned because some of these shows, I mean, don't get me wrong, Gen V was good, the storytelling was good, it was interesting. I just didn't like that they made the main character stupid because like I hate when they make the main character do the dumbest shit just to move the story along.
Right.
Every single person in the show was trying to tell her, don't go into the room and fight the guy because we know it's a setup. And she's just like, I have to do it. And her sister, who you find out can predict the future, tells her, hey, I see you dying. Don't do it. And she's just like, I'm sorry, I have to do it. Her girlfriend tells her, hey, you're going to die. Don't do this. And she still goes and does it. And I'm just like, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you at this point. Every single character is telling you not to do something. And you're just like, well, I have to do it.
Do it anyway.
And then she goes and helps a fucking Nazi. And I'm like, okay, well. I don't know
No,
what to
she's
tell you.
kicking herself, I'm assuming. I would hope.
Well, the show ends with her killing the Nazi, which is great. But because, but Skinny, this is my theory. This is my theory. What happens in the X-Men universe when Charles dies? Where does his consciousness and his power go?
Ah, Lord. Jeez and ages.
It goes somewhere.
Yeah.
You can't kill a mutant with a power that powerful. So
you can't mess with telepaths like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'm thinking Godolkin put his mind in someone else's body. That's how I think it ends.
No, that was what. Oh shoot! I think that's what they said he did. He has control over somebody, or yeah, but like, anyways.
Well, throughout the show, he had control over a guy named Doug, and then he releases the power, and then Black Noir kills Doug. But I'm pretty sure because there's a room full of people that Godolkin is in the room with when he gets blown up, and I'm pretty sure that he has transferred his consciousness to someone in that room who also happens to be part of their clique that is now part of the resistance. I'm sure he did it. Jesus. I think it's going to be Polarity, the dad, the kid who dies dad, because you in that show you find out that guy has the power to stop the mind control because he can do something.
Oh, jeez.
He can do something to himself that stops the mind control, but he was only doing that because he had seizures and stuff. And Marie's character fixes his seizures, so I think now. And Godolkin gets more powerful by the end of the season. So I think Godolkin puts his mind in Polarity. That's my theory. Frankenstein.
The new one.
The new one. Already?
We have time?
Well, I mean.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi. I hate Jacob Elordi, so probably why my mind.
Why am I not surprised?
I can't stand that dude. Elvis ass motherfucker. Get out of here.
Wait, are you thinking of Austin Butler?
Yeah.
Nope. No, Jacob Elordi played Elvis in the Priscilla movie with
Oh,
Carrie.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I just think of Austin Butler now because he has that stupid accent since the movie.
Yeah, that too.
Anyway.
Somehow Elordi managed to. I like the movie. Even though I hate Elordi, I found myself watching this movie. I don't hate him in the movie. I hate him as a person.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I watch the movie, like the fact that at the end of the movie when the final scene happens, and I was just like, Papa, I was just like, well, shit. I actually care about this character. This is some sad shit. Mia Goth is is wonderful. I think she's great in it. I don't think they use her enough, but
I was gonna say, she's so
yeah.
much more talented than this movie did.
Yeah.
She could
They
have done so much
underused.
more.
Yeah, they definitely did not use her properly. Like the movie has so much Oscar Isaac in it, which is good, but there's literally
He
whole
impressed
sections.
me.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. But I
Yeah.
feel like there were sections you could have cut out of his stuff to just give more Mia Goth, and it would have still been good.
Yeah, but I guess they didn't know how to like make her role more significant. Because honestly,
Yeah.
I did not want to see a romance between them. Like I didn't.
And I thought the way they did it, because I've said this before. I don't really fuck with the romance in these TV shows and movies. I find it kind of boring that they do that all the time. The will they won't they is so old, and I know the next generation's probably not used to it yet, but it's been my entire life has been that crap, and I'm so tired of it now. So
You
when
don't
I
like
watch
Moonlighting?
with Bruce Willis
Willis
and
Sybil
Sybil Shepherd,
That was like the
Oh.
whole thing, and
the
then
whole but
once
that's
they
what I'm
got
saying.
together, show was done.
Castle, all those shows, that's the whole premise, and then the shows kind of fall apart. But this movie does a great job of kind of like the will they won't they is very short. I won't tell you what
Thank
happens.
goodness.
Yeah, I won't tell you what happens for those listening, but I like the way they did it. It was very interesting. It didn't feel cookie cutter, which I think is what made it.
Which I'm
exciting.
so glad because
Yeah.
I was like, please don't tell me this is. I like Shape of Water, but at some point
never saw it, yeah.
I was getting Shape of Water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like, oh no, I hope this is not the direction they go into. Not
Right.
because Shape of Water wasn't good, but because it was done before.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah.
I don't want to see this again.
Yeah.
Please don't do
100%.
that. And they didn't. And I was happy.
How do we feel about Waltz?
Waltz.
Christopher
Oh.
The benefactor. He was great in his outfits. This man had fur on fur on fur. Like he was fucking rolling in money. It's crazy.
How do we feel though?
How did you like his performance? I liked that he was over the top, but kind of like you understood at the end why.
Yeah, but honestly,
okay.
I didn't. That he was actually the weakness for me in the movie.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't know
that's
why.
fair.
I can't.
If you were to ask me
pinpoint
who the weakest person was in the film, I agree. It is Walt. Yeah, but I
But there
loved
was-
Waltz. Like I loved his over the top.
I don't
Like
know
the man
what it
had gold
was.
shoes on, like gold underneath his shoes at one point.
Yeah. The costumes were great.
Fucking hilarious.
I just think his
loved it, yeah.
performance was like,
One note.
huh?
You felt like it was one note.
No,
Like
his.
kind of one.
I was like, what?
No, one
Yes.
dimensional.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
actually a good way of putting it. It was one note.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but I liked
I
it.
feel like they could have chose someone else that could have. I don't know. I think he needed more drama or something.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like they were trying to make him over the top, but it like wasn't landing. I
I'm
don't
wondering
know.
if they cut because when you find out why he's over the top, I'm wondering if they cut out the earlier part that explained why he was the way he was. Like, oh, I've read all your research.
True,
I've
they
seen
didn't
everything you're
give-
doing. Yeah,
That's true. They didn't give any like background story on him much.
right. Like like when he asked for the one favor and they say what the favor is, I was just like, what the fuck? Why would that be your favor? And when when Frankenstein explains, I can't give you that favor. And he's just like, but that was the deal. If I give you everything you want, I get the favor. And he's just like, yeah, but what you're asking me for is not attainable. Like, I can't do that now. And I was just like, when I got to that scene, I was kind of like, well, you guys didn't really set up why he would want this favor. Like, this I mean,
well,
they explained,
you know why? Like,
yeah, but they didn't give us a ramp
they didn't
up.
tell you what why
Yeah.
or how it happened. But I mean, I think it's because it's a period piece. It's kind of self-explanatory that like at that time there was a lot of diseases and But I get what you're saying. There wasn't a lot of background story on him.
Yeah, because I mean, we only find out why he wants that right before the conclusion of his story.
Yeah,
the climax of his story. So I was kind of like, well, this is a very weird way to do that because like I thought he just loved it for the science, and then you're like, no, there was a self-interest thing, but you didn't explain that throughout the whole
way
movie.
they introduced it was a bit cheesy.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy it a lot.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Guillermo. Am I saying it right?
Oh, is that how you pronounce it? I've been mispronouncing it this whole time.
Am I saying it right?
I'm just gonna say
Cowboy
GDT.
3 for life.
Guillermo? Yeah.
Guillermo?
Oh, I've been saying
Or
Guillermo.
Guillermo? I'm probably
Guillermo
wrong.
del Toro.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are probably right. I'm not good at pronouncing names.
And
How do
Elordi,
you
how did
say
you
it?
feel about? I say Guillermo.
Guillermo. Okay,
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm a fan of his films, like in general.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
people didn't like Bones and All. I loved Bones and All.
Oh yeah, you talked about that one here.
Yeah.
I didn't
But
see that
yeah.
one.
You should watch it.
But how did you feel about Elordi? Because
He
again,
impressed me.
I don't like Elordi, and I was just like, oh shit, this is good.
He impressed me. I won't lie. I actually forgot that he was like, I knew he was in the movie, but I didn't know
yeah.
what role.
Yeah, and
Mm.
the makeup is so well done, you don't recognize him at first.
At first, yes.
Yeah.
But I was able to tell because I knew he was in the movie, but I didn't remember who he was.
Right.
I just knew that his name because I don't like watching trailers, so
That's
I
fair.
often like don't finish a trailer. And I knew he was in the movie, but I didn't know what he was. So when I saw him on the screen, I was like, of course, it's Frankenstein.
Yeah. All
But
right.
he did really well. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Would you recommend? Would you recommend to people?
The movie? Yeah, 100%. You should watch it.
I gave it a 4 on 5. And
Oh,
I don't
wow.
usually give
Oh,
You don't like nothing.
I don't
Okay.
like a lot of stuff. No. But I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 on 5 because at the end of that movie, the fact that at no point did I think, like, other than Mia Goth not being used enough, like
yeah.
I thought the way they used her was okay, but they didn't give her enough to do. And my one complaint about Christopher Waltz's character kind of not having a little bit of a ramp up to explain his decision making, but Oscar Isaac is great in some of those.
He was amazing.
Like the kind of Moby Dick scene where he's like not giving up, chasing, and he's like limping, and he's like, you're like, yo, dude, you're about to die, give up. And he's just like, no, like he's like so obsessed with it.
Yeah, he was very believable.
Oh my god, yeah, that was
I was
so well done.
impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I mixed him up. He did not do Bones and All. He did The Shape of Water, which makes sense why it was similar.
Mhm.
But I was confusing him with Luca.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who it was, so I was bending to your knowledge in that.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just correcting myself because we're on the pod, so I just wanted to
Yeah.
correct
You know
myself.
the comments will come in.
That's my bad.
Excuse me, but that was wrong. Like sometimes when I post stuff on TikTok and I see people commenting, they're just like, "This guy's angry because AMC is going to be playing K-pop Demon Hunter. What's your problem?" I'm like,
No.
the clip is literally me explaining no one cares about what they say. It's all for money. Yeah, capitalism exists. I was like,
that's why I just wanted to say I confused because they both of their names are with a G. Like it's Luca Guadagnino, and then there's Guillermo. I always get like
Del Toro.
But yeah, two different directors.
We'll have to talk about Benicio del Toro's one battle after another. I mean, he's not the star, but he was in it. Next week then, because we didn't get to talk about it.
We should talk about that, and that I think will be a longer conversation.
Yeah. Because
the Discord I've seen seems like a very long.
Yeah. I know it's crazy the debates I'm seeing over this movie, so I'm very excited to discuss it. I will say I like the movie, but I understand but I understand what people are saying because I've seen a lot of comments about the film, and I was like,
I don't agree though.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that next time, guys. That's pretty much the whole show. It was a fun one. Anything you guys want to tell the people? Anything going on? What's the news, kids?
I might be in LA this weekend to shoot a video and be a part of a show with the co-host of No Jumper, but that's neither here nor there. I'll tell you guys about it next week if it happens.
Cool. Okay. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And
Jaws?
I would say check out Transformers Slag and the Toy Modder podcast with Aaron Archer. They're not going to be happening this week because TFCon Chicago is happening this weekend. So if you're in the Chicago area near Rosemont, which is the airport, O'Hare Airport, hopefully see you there. Take care.
And I just want to remind people I'm going to be doing my second edition of podcast recording and equipment for Black creators at Desta. That's going to be on
Right.
November 1st. I got to say, I had a really fun time doing the last one. I showed someone the kind of slideshow that I did, and they're just like, "You gave that away for free to people?" I was just like, "What do you mean?" They're just like, "Nigga, this is shit we learned in university that like 2 years of university you're giving a." I was like, "Yeah, pretty much." So that's just to let you guys know, I'm giving away like how microphones work, what the microphone does, every type of microphone, all the equipment, all the downloads, all that shit.
You
for
know what
free.
that reminds me of? Remember that J-Lo movie that came out on Amazon? On Amazon. Remember she made a big movie and it was a big mess and everything. And then there's a documentary that goes with the movie, and there's a part where her and Ben Affleck are talking.
Okay.
And so he's explaining to her, "Oh man, you got all these different lenses. There's this lens and that lens." And she's like, "Oh, I don't care." And it's like, the dude, you're married to a guy that has 2 Oscars to his name, and you're kind of like, man.
She don't get it, and that's why they're not together anymore. But if you want to come be the Jennifer who cares to my Ben Affleck who's explaining November 1st at Desta, don't worry, I won't speak better Spanish than you, but I will teach you everything I know. That's pretty much the whole show, y'all. Yeah, he does speak better Spanish than her. It's a fact. It is what it is. Guys, that's the whole show.
The Spanish community said like, "Oh, she couldn't handle a real Spanish man."
Exactly. Guys, we are out. Have a good one. We'll be back with another one next week. Peace, y'all.